Hey, and thank you so much for checking out my business fair resource. This is part of the Real Business Project resource, which is taking students from coming up with a business idea to turning it into a real business that they actually sell to the public, and then culminating in a business fair, usually lasting about 5 to 6 weeks in total. This is the very end stop on that project. This is the business fair. For my students, this looks like setting up in our cafeteria, having a table per business. The rest of the student body is invited to come. They get to browse through the businesses, hear about them, see the products, taste them, feel them, see the services in action, anything like that. It's a really cool event. We actually just ran one in my school and it was phenomenal. The ideas were amazing. The businesses were awesome and the students did a really great job with how they presented those. So what you get in this resource is my how-to guide for running your own business fair. Everything you need to from like the coming up with it, so 4+ weeks in advance, all the way to the day of the event and even the day after the event, what you need to think about and what you need to do for that. So I have graphics for you. I have lots of resources for the students, lots of resources for you. So there's a lot of things that you're going to do in this particular resource to help get ready for your business fair. But I have hopefully structured everything that you need to make this as easy, as stressless as possible, particularly if this is your very first business fair and you're not sure how to get started. So you will have graphics like this one in front of you where it's a poster that you can print out and hang out around your school. Everything you're going to get is a Canva template. So you'll be able to open it, edit it, and then export it for yourself. The teacher instructions are probably the star of the show in this one, at least for you, because it's going to have everything you need to go through this process. So step by step, here's your timeline. So 2 weeks before, 1 week before, 1 day before, day of, after the event, everything that you need, step by step. I would just print it out and turn it into a checklist, and you've got everything you need to get going. So along the way, information for the students about what they're going to need to do. So this is the business fair guidelines. You would take the Google Doc, add your date in, change anything about it that you want to make specific for your students, and then hand it to them. Judging rubric, same thing. If you want to edit any part of it, you certainly can, or you can use my turnkey rubric. It's a 16-point rubric, goes off the criteria that we want to see in businesses when they're presenting to judges. So in my case, I have judges walk around to the different tables and the students present to them. So they prepare a presentation, give it, and the judges just kind of tick the boxes as they go, and they can ask some questions afterwards. I do have suggested questions for judges as well. So it's, again, handed to the judge. Here you go. Off you go. The two student documents that they are going to actually do activities on is this one, the preparation document, and there's a reflection one as well in a second, which I'll show you. But the preparation document is just designed to help them prepare for the business fair itself. So thinking about how they're going to organize their physical space, what they need to create, prep, do before they get ready, the who, what, where, when, why. If they're going to sell, how are they taking payment? What do they need to do for that? The presentation itself, so thinking about how they're going to present themselves to the judges, what's the bullet points of their script that they want to say. Then this one is for the public. So this is an observation that you can give to other teachers in your school when you invite them to come to the fair. So it's really helpful, I found, to have a document ready to hand to other teachers and say, hey, bring your students down. I've already got something made for you. Just print it out, tell them bring it, and they can fill it out at the fair, and poof, you've got a turnkey lesson. And even it's got some questions about how does your class relate to what you're seeing in the business projects. So a little bit of a tie into their curriculum, which I think makes it easier for teachers to come down and share. I've also got a student choice award. So for students who visit the business fair, they have an opportunity to vote for their favorite businesses. So I've got a Google form ready for you to go. I've got everything you need to customize it. So you've got a custom header image that you can make. Insert in here instructions for how to do that are included. You get best product, most innovative business, best design table, best business pitch. You're going to edit this Google form and add in your businesses so that students can just come in and choose from the drop-down menu. So we don't really want them typing. You want to do drop-down so that it's very easy for you to count afterwards and see who won in those different categories. I like having prizes for them. I do like $5 gift cards to like Dunkin' Donuts for the top voted businesses in each of those categories. It just makes it fun. And then you might want to do a giveaway for those who do vote to encourage them to do so. All right, I've also got a People's Choice Award poster. Same thing, you would create a QR code from your Google form, replace it in here, print the poster, hang it up around your business fair so that students who visit would remember to vote for their favorites. All right, your students after the event are going to do the reflection. And this is a very important document for you because it just helps your students to reflect on what they did, what went well, what didn't go well, gives you some ideas for how to make the fair better in future years. Particularly what was their experience with judges? Did they like the judges? Were the judges giving good feedback, or were they not very personable? So you know who to invite back and who not to. I like this question. What advice do you have for those who do this project in the future? I feel like just saving those and making a slideshow out of it or some sort of document to share in the future is a really cool thing to have. Doing a SWOT analysis. So if you haven't done one of these yet with your businesses, it's a great time to do it at the very end. What were the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for your business? And then just some questions about the project itself and a call for photos if anyone took photos from the event. So it's kind of nice to help you collect those images and things like that to kind of mark the memory of it and use it for future advertising or letting students know what kind of the bar is for how they can set out their stalls and so on. All right, other graphics just include a slideshow presentation. Again, fully editable. You just put your school name in there, date, time, location, and poof, you're ready to go. And table signs. I find the more professional and more real you can make this business fair feel, the more your students will rise to the occasion. So let them know, hey, you're going to have this beautiful, professional looking sign at the front of your table. This is an example one. You've got a template, so you just sub in their logo, their business name, and write their owners' names in there, print them, stick them to the front of each table. Really easy, really cool way to make things feel a little bit more professional. All right, that is everything that comes with this resource. I'm here to support you through this as well. So if you are doing this business fair and you have questions, you need help, you are always more than welcome to reach out for guidance. My email is thefieducator@gmail.com. Thank you so much for checking this out.